Internet issues. Thump. Alright. Second try. Yeah, I mean, it's not like we would have died there, but we would have lost a lot of time. Tomorrow IT comes. Well, that's at least something. It's at least something. Thanks for the good luck. So this is it, I believe. Based on absolutely nothing. Except my beliefs. That's gonna be fine. Just want to get down another concentrated run. See how it goes. But yeah, knowing that I should now just be like around 235, 240, resetting less than 20 minutes in, it's okay. It's absolutely fine. Especially since I don't need to mesh this early game anymore. God. Meshing through FF4 early game is something you can really just... If you want people to create carpal tunnels, that's a good way. Tunnel, I believe. Not tunnel. Tunnel. But yeah. Bless Turbo. Bless Turbo. But yeah, no, like the unequip all basically just saves you a menu later on. But yeah, I mean the time is already from saving the menu is already lost once you have to cure and fight. Not even talking about what happens when you just have to even cast life. But yeah. New run, new try. We'll still lose time at Mistdragon. Like, that's just the nature of gold splits. Yeah, I've also revamped the golds. They should now all be, well, route-wise accurate. Because, yeah, I mean, some splits were just not beatable anymore. Because you just did more shopping or so. But that's alright. That just means we'll see more rainbow splits. All the rainbow splits. But yeah, Baigen and Kanehazo don't seem like a good team. Yo, Corin! Laugh Champ, how are you doing? Good to see you, it's been a while. Yips. Good to hear. I'm doing pretty alright. Still need to find my ways to wake up and stuff. But no, in general, I would say I'm good, doing good. Yeah. I mean, my hands are still a bit... So yeah, since you have been gone a bit longer, yeah. My hands have not been happy a few months ago when I did, like, lots of more speedrunning as usual with 13.2 and such. So we'll just... We're only speedrunning once a week by now. But... yeah. I think the way it is right now is pretty good.
Do you want to tell me it was on the whole time? I mean, I can check once my auto-clicker is not on. I'm not sure. It shouldn't be doing that. I mean, now it is on, apparently.
But yeah, I can quickly check once we're in this cutscene there. Oh, that's what you mean. No, that was... Was that even because of the freaking token that ran out again? No. So, all good, all good. I usually know how to save that stuff. How to, like, repair it. And if not, I would have taken it down. You make us, thanks for the good luck. Yep. All Gucci. But yeah, thinking about it, ooh. Yeah, no. I was wondering why, so Shigeru, the world record holder for FF4, has also been doing FF3 and FF1 runs very successfully. And if I just think back to my time when I ran it, at least, yeah. So the tags that we are using in FF4 of, like, starting sped up and, like, having sped up for the transitions in and out of the fight is something I did not do in the other version, so that's definitely good time save. Yo, Madeline, thanks for the good luck and the 9 months. Oh my, time for the sub, baby. So thank you so much. How are you doing? And yes, Elzado. Well, it's not credits. It's like entry story. Welcome the crystals. FF1 has it, FF3 has it, FF4 has it. I don't think FF2 has it for some reason. I'm uncertain why. That's nice. Doing alright. Yeah, FF1 has them. FF3 also. But yeah, cannot recall them in FF2. Which is, considering that, like, crystals have, like, been the hot topic of early Final Fantasy. No, it's not even been a hot topic in FF2 now that I think about it. Chocobos are cute. But yeah, it's neat. Okay, can we get some crits this time? Maybe. One jump. Two jump. One, two, three. Yeah, no, not really. FF3 just noped out of the whole crystal thing. Should have jumped. Oh, come on. Really? Just no crits. Wow, so this is even slower? Well, roughly the same. Just at this time I was focusing to not do anything bad in the intro. Save points being crystals. So that's FF12, basically. I mean, in 10 we had like the spheres. They're just called save spheres, right? In 13, I don't think they even bothered giving them names. Just saves. Yeah, 15 was just allowing you to save everywhere, basically. Yeah, I was just wondering which names they had given them. But yeah, FF8 also had save points. FF7 had save points. Oh wow, this encounter. Don't know when I have last seen that one. Feel like usually you can just skip that, so guess nice time loss. Yeah. I mean, FF1 is very straightforward. Well, more or less. Getting lost there is not that difficult. An hour of 15. Oh my. A whole hour. Yeah, 15 took a while to get in. 15 has just proven to me that, like, a front-loaded tutorial in which they try to explain you everything just does not work. It's just such a bad design. What am I doing? Just keep on auto battle. Yeah, I mean, I would suggest playing the Zodiac Age if you have the opportunity to it. It's just way more fast-paced. And, well, I mean, you have to decide between 12 jobs, but once you do, it's also more straightforward. Hey, Amalgam. Welcome in. Yeah, so currently the plan has changed, and I'm at the moment supposed to run Friday evening. So basically, right after the Legends Arceus run on Flame Fatales, I get just another run after that. And with that I mean at like 10:30 p.m. My time, Central European. Oh my, best of luck with that. You have quite a task ahead of you then. Black Magic, Thunder, defend. Oh, Toads don't die in one hit. Dang. Gosh. I thought last time was bad, but last time we only got 2 encounters. Wow, we are also only level 3? These frogs are awful. Yeah, killer fishes are the best. They just get 1 shot. Okay, we are level 5. Jeez, how did I only get 2 encounters last time? Yeah, the really usually happens once a year. So, yeah, but be prepared to have some hours for them. 7, 8, and 9. Especially if you go for like all the stuff and dialogues and story. And you have quite a lot to look forward to. But no, the FF relay is really cool. And yeah. I mean, I'm trying my best to be there every year. Or every time, which at this point I'm the only one that has managed to do so. Accidentally... I mean, sure, if you tell yourself that you want to open every chest and beat every enemy, then you probably accidentally 100%. Or get all achievements. Which, fun fact, I did a speedrun of FF1 all achievements. And ironically, I still did not get all achievements. Because one achievement happens only if after the final boss and the credits, you make a save file. And I did not know that. Yeah, I mean... I'm not saying they wouldn't be worth playing, but I also know how tough it is just to find the time to play long games nowadays. I almost want to say one of the bad sides about the internet, it's like you now have so many options. At least for me personally, to do things. That's like... Don't feel like getting stuck in the game for that long. Well, my childhood was like, yeah, don't have anything else to do anyways, so... Might as well play through FF8 for the 4th time. I mean, what? Oh, come on. Heck. I mean, if you bring the time with you and you want to get the full story experience before playing the remake, maybe. I just cannot agree with that. FF7 is pretty... My sentiment with FF7 Remake is FF7 deserves a remake because the game really, really needs it. But I also really don't like N64 graphics. I didn't like the minigames. Yeah. I liked the materia system, and of course there were some good things, but yeah. I think with 7, it's just especially in Europe, it was the first Final Fantasy that was actually released, so many people just have used nostalgia for it. It's the same with FF4. I mean, FF4 is neat as a speedrun, but story-wise, it's pretty generic. Losing more time because of all the encounters we've gotten. Oh yeah, and the frog encounter we had to kill, I guess. I'll just blame load times in the end. I'm not sure if anyone has ever checked load times on the Pixel Remaster games. I'm also not sure what to check there, but... mean, I guess just different runs and such. But yeah. Was German released for any of them? What do you mean? If I personally just played games in German before I played them in English? Like some Final Fantasies? And then the answer is kinda yes. So the point with me for me is actually that the first Final Fantasy I saw was Final Fantasy X. So that was pretty late. I mean, not that late, but yeah. I mean, at that point, I already knew quite some English. Like FF8, I played in English because the original PC version only existed in English. I did play, but I all the Game Boy game, like I got the rest after that. Like I didn't have a console for the TV, like a PS2 or PS1 or SNES. So I had to go the GBA route. So I had Tactics Advance 1 and 2, 4, 5, and 6, all in German. I think English is also an option, but yeah. I wasn't that great in English that I would just have played everything in English back then. They are actually all still in the same room as me right now. Oh, probably. The problem is I couldn't even remember. Like, for story differences due to translation, I remember that I played like the first hour of FF8 when the Steam, like on the first Steam release back then in German. And like after a bit more than an hour, I just couldn't handle it anymore because the translation was so bad. Like, they turned Squall, like, one example was always, which I remembered, was like in the car scene with like Zell, Quistis, Cypher, and Squall. They turned Squall from like the shy guy that can't talk to girls in the English version to a gigolo in the German one. Like, yeah. Alright. Like, but yeah, I mean, translations, I've been told that the FF7 translation is actually pretty bad. But yeah, I have never actually gone deep enough in anything story related in FF7 to make any judgment about it. But that's also compared to the Japanese version. Like, usually, so that's mostly about anime, but probably also most video games, like, came over America. Like, if we got anime in Germany, we had the cut American version and cut more stuff out of that. Like, at some point, it became a meme. That, like, there's basically nothing left in the episode. But yeah, then again, as I said, like with that FF8, I'm not even sure where they translated from. Because they just lost every meaning there. Kick faster, Rydia. Gosh. Just let me save time at some point, game. That's another weird part, though. Anime opening and ending often, I'm not sure how often, but orientated themselves on the Japanese version again. Like, our Digimon season, like, adventure opening is a retranslated Japanese version, and not the horrible English version. God. God beware. Sand Ruby. But yeah, like if the like the point was basically, yeah, if you had like the original Japanese version that episodes that took 24 minutes, that you like the Americans that took 21, and then you had the German one that took like 18 or so. I don't know, maybe that's a bit too much, but I have heard like, especially like Naruto back then was like, yeah. Apparently there was so much cut out. Bless the internet. Even in the earliest parts of the internet, anime was available. Not in the very earliest, but relatively early. Okay, can we finally start saving time somewhere? Please. I knew the early game was good in these splits, but please. Yeah, that's what I did. I mean, once we got to the internet, that's what I did as well. Because that's where everything was. That was also what taught me most of my English. Bless anime. Maybe I should look for anime to watch again. Maybe that's what I need in my life. Screw manga, back to anime. Or just both. The problem is you shouldn't, like... Both of the same series, really. Wow, I think Inuyasha might have been one of the few I... Is it even a rewatch? Where did it run? Was it Twitch Presents for Inuyasha? Feel like it might have been just like Pokemon. Like one of the few that I have actually watched in English dub. Oh, wow. Wait. You got Magical Knight Raya dubbed in English? That's what MKR stands for? Dang. We did not have that in Germany. Like, I did watch season 1 of it. I don't remember, like, most of anything except how the main characters look like, but... I mean, that's true for many animes at this point. Alright, Mom Bomb. 4 times 250. Attack, defend. I did not look the damage roll, I was occupied with other stuff. That's a good one. That's a good one. We probably don't need Yank's attack, but Yank's ATB is faster, so might as well. Yeah, yeah. Blow up. Yeah, one kick too many, but... Sailor Moon dubbed in Swedish, dang. Also, finally time save. Yeah, no, Germany dubs everything. German TV channels will only give you German stuff. Which probably also comes by the size, but yeah, no. Germany has, like, I feel like always had everything translated. Yeah, but good to see you. Enjoy your luck. Equip, remove Shadow Blade. So yeah, that's the menu we are doing additionally now because we kept our armor for Octomom. But yeah, I also don't remember seeing NGE or FMA in our normal anime channels. Okay, so Otto's still on, Cecil 1 down, Yang 2 down. Okay, let's get this rolling. Antarctic Wind, defend. Oh yeah, this is Swan. It doesn't matter. It absolutely doesn't matter. Okay, second fight. We back to attacking with bows. Nice. Wow. And then we take 4 attacks for the Lashy. Sure. Go for it. Okay. Antarctic Wind, defend. I don't know. It is difficult to get into the mindset when you are not a native speaker. So, yeah, it's just nothing I could judge. But yeah, I've also, I mean, I'm not even sure how anime. So yeah, at some point, anime just disappeared from the normal channels. That, like, at some point we had like 4. Zeus Rest, defend. Like 4 channels that played anime at some point on the day. Sometimes even it's the same. It was neat. Yeah, and then it just disappeared from all of them. partially also because anime has always been a bit expensive. I mean, a bit. Oh, come on. Really? Well, we still rainbowed. But that said, it was a crime. Yeah. Finally well executed for bullfights. I was really happy with those. But yeah, I think the channels that now play anime are like all pay to, like, extra pay. But I've also not watched TV in like 10 years, it feels like. Well, yeah. Yeah, German is a bit like that. The meme that you have to scream German is... Butterfly is also always a really, really good one. Oh, one of the heroic tries for anime openings is... So there was this One Piece opening, which was like Twinkle Twinkle Rainbow Star. I think that was even in the like they used the English words in the Japanese opening. And so what you might know for that is the German word for rainbow is Regenbogen. So it has 4 syllables instead of 2, which is just horrible. Which is just aha. I mean, they tried and it wasn't the worst, but it's just it was a bit sad. Yeah, I'm sorry, Corin. I guess I think that just happens if you're not able to actively use a language. Which is just the problem with learning languages. I don't know how people do it when they don't keep it active, like most people just don't. Like, this is also one of the reasons why I'm having such huge problems, like, learning Japanese or anything, because I don't have, like, all the great texts or people to speak Japanese to, or, like, I'm not even watching anime anymore. Like, I just do not have the opportunities to keep it, like, alive, or I'm playing lots of games in Japanese. Like, how many people in Germany have, like, French for 4-6 years or so, and forget all of it? I mean, I only forgot Latin. Forgetting Latin is okay. Yeah, I mean, if she speaks it, like, then there you have, like, your person to speak it with. Right, so if you're actively doing it, then, like, you can get... Like, you can get a feeling for where you are, like, what you need and all that, and slowly develop to at least a point where you can communicate with that. Here's a prank. Good to see you. Enjoy your luck. So yeah, like... I mean, I probably use more English than German in my life, but living in Germany, of course, like... and it being my native language, I will never have a problem keeping that. I mean, you could in theory focus on multiple. Like, I would blindly say if you focus 1 hour on each language, then that is fine also to have multiples. But you probably need to have at least that hour to even stay on the level you are. And yeah, how much time do people even have left nowadays? Where are we? Buy stuff. Yeah, it's a tough one. It's a tough one. I wish region locking also wasn't a thing for the longest time. Now I could probably play my games in Japanese, but... yeah, certain kind of laziness. Or even starting to play games. New games and all that. 2 wizard set, light shield. Yeah? Takes the E away from the second word. But yeah, no. I have been speaking English on my channel since the very beginning. Mostly because of the French streamers. I always felt it sad that, like... I don't know, like, even if they obviously don't tell you that they don't want to see you there, like, if you can't understand anything, then... Equipment, best bringer, optimize. Okay, all except arrows till flame rod. Bow, laser cap, iron armlet, shadow blade, dark shield, Hades armor, dark helm, dark glove, streamer sub, bot, unique facet cap, ruby ring, fire claw, rod, 588. Yeah. I remember I was really spooked the first time I was, like, thinking in English. It felt so weird, like, yeah, we had, like, an exchange program in school. I suddenly felt like thinking in English and was like, oh my goodness, am I actually, like, getting into English? Like, what is going on? Do I want this? And now it's like, yeah. My thoughts are probably also like 50-50. If they even have a language. Like, thoughts don't always need to have a language. And yeah, sometimes I also only know the word in English. I'm not even sure if there is a word in German sometimes. Or just not such a fitting word in German. Even though German usually has, like, more words. And you are able to express yourself more clearly. Yeah. Okay. Oh, yeah. I mean, I would be surprised if... Translating words is dumb. I hate translating. No. Nope. You could also probably sometimes just give me a text, and after I've read it 20 seconds later, ask me which language it was, and I couldn't even answer you. For sure. But yeah. Like, I'm obviously not that amazed about that anymore, but obviously, like, thinking about all those people that have, like, 5, 7 languages or so, how they do it, like, so that is mind-boggling to me. Okay. Bluff. Bomb fragment. Nice. Okay, potion on you. Comet gets another physic. That's fine. Twin cast. That is fine. That is fine. You. Oh, come on! Could you just for once? Yeah, neat. Yeah, he took a bit longer to just die this time, but hey. At least the twins are already down. Alex, I mean, yeah. Well, so, I mean, in that example, it's probably the same, like, the same reasoning. Like, if all languages get spoken in the region, it means he gets to speak them. Which helps massively. Hey, Felgen. Enjoy your life. Defend. Okay. Easy. Having notes that actually tell me that auto is still on and where my cursor is just so helpful. Bang! We back in the green? Oh, from Arabic to a language in South... I mean... That's a pretty wide region. That is a pretty wide region. Give it that. Hey, tomorrow. Yep. I mean, rainbow, but still Pog. Okay, Pelham. My cursor's not on Pelham. Pelham. Talaparum? Alright, alright. Something. I'm not sure if I can say screwed up. I mean, I know what I have to do to get there. Okay, equip. No, why is my cursor on? Whatever. Optimize crossbow, holy arrows. You fire yourself. Yeah. That is pretty strong. I think I want to run away. I hate this. This is so much time loss, but... yeah, I think I want to run away. Yo, neat. Rip all my high potions, but neat. This is a super rare, super much XP encounter. Rip all my money, but yo. Which level was that? Whatever. Bomb fragments. Yo, nice bomb fragment. 19? 19! Good stuff. I don't think I need to hypot here. Let's just still do it. Phoenix Down Teller, hypot Cecil, check 10.8k. Phoenix Down Teller, high potion Cecil. Yep. We'll have to sell. We do not have the money. I mean, yay XP, we are quote-unquote only 19. We didn't get like additional level 20. But yeah, we got relatively fast considering we got that hack and ambush. That's for sure. Yeah, I don't think I need that high potion. Whatever. But yeah. Wait, going to that topic again. I'm not sure if it is because I'm the least used to it, because I also... But when I hear different dialects, like... English is probably the toughest for me. So I also know that, like, somehow, like, whoever I meet on Twitch just talks proper English. Like... I remember back then in that student exchange, gosh. That Swedish, like... Or even when I was in Scotland, it was so tough. But I've also been told that Edinburgh is a bit tough to understand. But... Why do you always go to the top? You could also go to the bottom at some point. Maybe I should push from below. Maybe that's what I need to do there. Probably makes some things easier. Yeah, many years ago. From school, we went to Scotland. By bus, actually. It took like 2 days with a bus to get there and 2 days to go back because we went like with a boat from the Netherlands to England. Defend, bio. No, we were somewhere, oh gosh, I think around Inverness. And yeah, then towards the end, we were like 2 days in, yeah, 1 night in Edinburgh. Gosh. Never have I seen someone sweat so much for, I only wanted a burger for £1. 1, 2, attack. Boom. Yo, wait, what? Is 6:32 with that ambush? What is going on? That's an insane time. Wait, did I forget anything? Jeez. Never want to run against that one, but yeah, finally. Usually I'm around like 7-minute mark. I knew World Record had like a 6:40 and was like, how do I ever reach that? Now we have this, despite the ambush. But no, I mean, we really didn't have many encounters to fight. The double Lilith encounter was just massive. Baron key. Okay, so we need to sell the Deathbringer here. Ice Claw, Thunder Claw, Deathbringer. Headband times 4, Kenpugi, equip, optimize, Cecil headband. Oh, oops. Optimize headband. Okay. I don't think there is anything to forget. So, we're pretty safe. But yeah, usually when you suddenly save that much time in an RPG speedrun, it's like, did I forget anything? Anything crucial? But yeah, also the bomb fragment, just nuking 6 of those 7 zombies away was really good. On a preempt, no less. I mean, everyone sucks at the beginning, and you just usually get better once you actually know what you have to do, especially without looking at the notes. That being said, I still need to do this. In most cases, the notes are so short that you can just quickly push some stuff into your short-term memory. Also, this is only one I remember. Attack right arm, Sandaga on body. Attack right arm, Sandaga on body, defend. Wrong target. Ah! Ooh, no. Wait. I'm gonna bio on the whole party. That last time having to check that bio. That was unfortunate. Oh, dang. Phoenix down. But yeah, I mean, it's not just menuing usually, but yeah. In the end, also, everyone goes their own pace. With speedrunning, like, yeah. All that matters is that you have fun. Yeah, oh, attack, Sandaga. 10... I just don't want a quick shot the Sandaga. Because we really need that ×4 damage. Why are you not dead yet? Oh gosh. Why are you not dead? Please, thanks. What is this? 109. Yeah, that was kind of slow. But yeah, like personally, gosh, when have I last practiced menu? Probably back when I did FF8 or something. Like, very long ago. Usually I just, like, go by, well, my notes have to push me through, and I will just learn the menus by doing them. But yeah, as the menu is something that you should in theory practice beforehand, like once or twice. Because most of the Esther menu is very straightforward and it's just too much. You lose too much time if you have to check the notes all the time. But okay. When did I want to? I did not write down what I did last time. I did a pretty well-timed not pause, but defend on Magus Sisters. If you know about his ice electric weakness, yes. If you don't, I mean, okay, usually people probably use like some thunder damage. Then he is pretty okay. But yeah, if you were to not do that and having to tank tidal waves, that's a bit annoying. I mean, I have died in a PSP speedrun 2K Nazo. Hence, I changed the strat so far that you didn't even do anything in that fight anymore. PSP does the whole setup for the fight at Baigen and only lets auto battle run. Because ATB is consistent in PSP, so yeah, that helps. Not having random ATB helps a lot, so yeah. Okay. No, we not grab the mouse, because when you're flying in the overworld, moving the mouse just stops the airship. I wish I knew why, but that's just how it is. But no, yeah, in theory, I guess, like, Mylon, especially with a refight, has, like, some kind of gimmick. Barbarisha and Ruby also. Like, Hina's gimmick is just probably the easiest to go up against. So Mylon isn't that much different, I think. Alrighty. Nope, no, wait, we do not want the airship. We wanna get the Chocobo. Alright, yeah. Cave Magnus. The place in which no one can ever move. Yeah, I guess it also helps that you have like Teller with tier 3 spells and bio. I need to scroll my notes at some point again. There we go. Okay, Wait, do I need to high potion gang? Ooh. Ooh. Yeah, rip all my high potions. Rip all my high potions. Just heal everyone, it's okay. Equip Ether, Teller ×2, high potion, just everyone. Sit, unequip all Iron Arrow. Yang Cecil attack, Teller Berserk Cecil Biosit defend. Cause yeah, ironically you get like healed everywhere in this version, but not here. Every other version heals you here, but not this one. Tag, white magic, berserk, defend. Biosit. Huh. Yank takes it down. Hey, Lyricos! How's it going? I feel like we only have 2 segments in which we save time, and everywhere else we just slowly bleed some, but yeah. It was actually 3, right? Get Crystal out of the room, Isatella, Cura all to full. Isatella, magic, Cura all to full, teleport. Hope you're doing well. Fly on the Chocobo. Wow, now the Chocobo can fly over the mountains. Unbelievable. Why was it not able to do that when we were actively flying it? But yeah, I mean, green is green, and we gladly take green. Oh, sorry to hear that.
Sorry to hear that, yes. That does sound very, very cursed. It does indeed sound very, very cursed. Release the autoclicker slightly too early.
Okay. Airship. Airship. We want to go to the airship. I did not note down when I defended last time. No. Do we just defend first? Nah. Or we just don't defend at all. I mean, double defend didn't even save time, so might as well just go the full YOLO. Alright. Thanks for the good luck. I mean, you have been awake for so long. If that happens, then it just means that you needed it. Please, don't apologize for that. Why do we get outsped, please, game? Okay. What? Actually survived a gang attack? Scam. Yeah, have a wonderful day. Where are we? Here, Lisa, Teller should be fine. We just need to optimize Cecil at some point. Yeah, I mean, HP values are looking more than good. Flame sword. Soldieress, sorceress. Okay, attack front, attack mid. Do I not have the auto clicker on? Yeah, well. Attack front, attack mid. Okay, we'll just go with a full YOLO route, apparently. Ah, and I screwed it up again. Wrong target, Teller. Wrong target. Oh gosh. I don't even know. Oh, can we stop throwing Phoenix Downs? I hate this fight. Gosh. Are we not losing time yet? I don't know, but soon. So yeah, according to World Records, there's a minute of time save in this segment. I'm not sure how we get that much, but yeah, this fight hurt. This fight definitely hurt. Well, I have a save there from last time, and I'm not gonna do the rumors, so till next time, I will practice this fight. And then I'll have it down, I promise. Okay, looking forward. I'm not even sure why, but the Barbarisha fight was really bad last time. But there's definitely potential for time save again. Yeah, Golbus just gets nuked all the time, and he doesn't even care. Yeah. Reminds me again of one of the great things about Lufia 2, where you had like this random super boss in the middle of the game. It was like, you are in theory supposed to die, but if you actually manage to beat it, which was possible, just really tough, So then you even get a bonus item. A good one, still not too broken. I think for the main game it wasn't even that good. Alrighty. I forgot, yeah, no, I think we don't have the bowling ball anymore. Shoutouts to the bowling ball. Whoever thought that the bowling ball was actually, like, less brutal than the guillotine. Okay, crossbow, holy arrows, headband, prisoner garb, headband, Kentucky. Equip, Rosa, crossbow, holy arrow, headband, you prisoner swear, you Kentucky headband. Yeah, there are no heals. Screw heals. OHP is probably not looking too hot, but... attack, suicide, jump... Jump... Attack... Suicide... Attack... Berserk... I should be healing Cecil. Cecil is the main damage dealer. We don't want Cecil at low HP. Not sure why it says Berserk 2 to 4. But whatever. Okay, and now we please get a faster fight than last time. I'm not sure what happened. Come on. Cura... No, Cura even heals more than... So yeah, usually I don't even heal here, but... Yeah, I think from now on I won't heal at all. But I mean, it's also a 1 in 4 chance for Cecil to even get hit. Make it 1 in 16 for him to get hit twice. And we are still saving a lot of time. I have no clue what happened last time in this fight. I really don't. Yeah, this wasn't even a good fight. But yeah, I mean, the damage apparently was pretty good. Not gonna lie. But yeah, I think like curing twice there. Very unfortunate. But yeah, Barbarisha down, time to go to sleep. Hey Aqua, good afternoon. Thanks for good luck. You're doing well. Yeah. This run is weird, but I mean, we're saving mostly time where we should be saving time, so... I say that when I saved 30 seconds on the grind and don't know why. Bless RNG. Okay, moving on to the doll fight. Doing as well. Oh, that's what 2-4 means. Yeah. 2-4 meant where Berserk is positioned. Column 2, row 4. When you need notes to understand your own notes. Couldn't be me. Like, usually I don't need it, but yeah, sometimes. Sometimes it just happens. Imagine there is a battlefield and you are smart enough to fly straight in between. Like, you're just asking to get shot. Seriously. Such a smart move. Such a very, very smart move. Okay. Attack Yang's target, Berserk Cecil. Oh. Yeah. Forgot that I need to walk 2 more steps. Whoopsie. I think you also get explained at some points that this Golbez wasn't even Golbez. And I mean, Calco Brenna are like Lucas dolls? I'm not exactly sure how it works. Like, as great as the storytelling in quite some RPGs is, I wonder how many people actually take the time to go through all of that. Like, I know I've done it for FF8 back then, but for most of the games I definitely have not. Attack. Kane did not under damage. Need. Oh. Whoops. Whoopsie. Berserk. Attack. Could have immediately berserked. Dang. It's fine. Please don't hit Cecil, and then we are good. Are we actually golding you by almost... No, not 10 seconds. Yeah? Hey. We take every rainbow. Every rainbow. Considering they could have even berserked Cecil turn 1. Ooh. Yeah, PB might have actually had the Kane under damage, now that I think about it. Yeah, it might be slightly faster to defend with Cecil, but whatever. You defend, you attack, whatever. Oh, auto split is now on. Mistress. Imagine that dragon that we have that we have taken down ages ago. Oh, why Rydia? Okay. I was gonna say, why does the ITB need to be so close to Cecil's? Oh, and there's a tiny rainbow. We take those. We definitely take those. So yeah, really happy with this run by now. Was the exception of Magus Sisters, even though like many splits have lost a bit of time. They felt all pretty good. Alright, 2 Mitres, 1 Rune Armlet. 2 Mitres, 1 Rune Armlet. Up. Dwarfen X. Down. Yep. And talk to him. Don't think the sprites actually tell you difference. And the theory of how female dwarfs look like. I mean, okay. Oh, wait, is Luca even female? Yeah, such a dang blah genderless name. I think. Oh, come on! Don't. Just yeah, should have auto battled longer. Whatever. Means I'll have to heal at some point. Rip time. I hope at least. Wait. Was my PB the run in which we didn't have Bios ready yet? That might be possible. Then we have time to. Well, a bit of time to save left on Luge. Just a tiny amount. Alright. Alrighty, Life Kirani if needed, yeah. Equip, Yang, Cat Claws for Ice Claws, Power Armlet, Cane, Dwarfen X, Rydia, Flame Rod, Wizard's Head, Magic, you cure yourself, and sure, and Cane, whatever. Don't think the second was needed, but I mean at that point it was just left and A again. Rosa was 200 HP, did not look so nice though. Okay, attack Luge, bio Luge, attack Luge. Alright, Corin. Thanks for hanging around and for the good luck. Black magic, bio, attack Luge, attack Luge. Barnabas, attack! No, just don't. Oh, wow. That was a really fast self-destruct. I'm not used to such a fast self-destruct. Berserk Yang. Nope. Defend, defend, defend. And down. And has a oh wait, no. Really? This is again the rainbow was an ambush. I mean, we'll take those, but alright. Alright. Let's head over to cannon. Black magic, bio, and right, that was fast. Ah. So yeah, whichever time we save today, I will just credit to my new set of notes, which is basically the same set, just with some additional stuff. For stuff that people should usually have in their brain, but I mean, who actually cares about where certain spells are positioned? Yo, Ethan! Nice seeing you again. How's it going? I'm doing alright. Doing alright. Apparently on the way to a PB again. I'm not sure how. But I mean, we're also not done yet. That almost reminded me how I've seen that Legends Arceus is gonna be at Never Seen Before. And I feel like if that's never been seen before, I should in theory also get Tactics A2 in. But at the same time, I mean in theory it was at at some Frame Fatale's Marathon before, and on another GDQ hotfix shows that just in the middle of the night. But yeah, I'm doing good. I'm doing good. Yeah, I have kind of realized that the run has a bit of much downtime in between, which probably if you have like, well, I don't know, in the future. I've been so burnt out from submitting to marathons that I didn't even submit to RPG Limit Break because I thought that there are no hours available anyways. Because they said already that all the runs that got accepted in 2020, if they get resubmitted, they will just get taken automatically. Turns out that actually 69 hours are still left for new runs, but yeah, now it's too late. I also only saw tweets of people submitting at the 25th, while submission was like 16th to 24th, and they were only like, yeah, 2 weeks prior, they were like, yeah, in 2 weeks you will have 1 week to submit submit stuff. I was like, yeah. But yeah, and with that we will see Yang never again. Bye, Yang. But yeah, also all these marathons that are like, don't play on emulator, like, oh. Have we ever talked about how much of a pain DS capturing is? Okay, so yeah. It's the only time Sid is not the one himself who actually works on our airship. Yeah. How often? Like, airships are a pretty integral part of this game. 4 different airships, like 3 or so remodelings of airships. Oh, nice. Wow. That is actually almost surprising to me, considering how rough Zero Miss was. But yeah. No, I will be running Final Fantasy IV and the Final Fantasy Relay at the end of August. Pretty much confirmed at this point. Considering I've been asked to take part in the pre-show, also, wow, that was... yeah. Yeah, exact dates, exclamation mark relay. If you don't have them yet. But yeah, it's gonna be the good old RPG Limit Break channel. Ice Spread, Icelands. And yeah. Not sure if great as always, considering that it's currently planned to start at 11 PM for me, but I'll get it down. And for the relay, I'm gonna do it. Also, we are 1 American, 1 European, and 1 Japanese player, so someone has to... someone has to take it. Yeah, teams are not out yet. We answered, actually, they extended the submission phase for runs. So, we're still there. And then... Why am I still getting the spider silk when I refuse to actually use it? Give me the hourglass. That's what I actually need. Oh, come on. Big bats. Really? All the big bets? Well, it's at least only 4. It could be 6. Is it flame? I'll show you how. Alright, and with that rip edge. Oh yeah, no, PB Ruby was just spicy. I think it was actually slow. Okay. Equip, remove all rune amulet, Icelands, black belt key, green beret, power amulet. Give him the whole package. That's all I need to write in theory. Oh. My turbo button is L2. R2, not L2. That was awkward. Yeah. Okay. Now we're just back in it and everything is gonna be fine. But yeah, like, I don't know when... Oh yeah, for vampires. But yeah, like, in my opinion, the most important part, especially for like RPG speedruns, is actually knowing where to go. Menuing is super secondary in my opinion. Like, if you know all the maps and where to run, that's already such a huge part of learning a speedrun. Like... The rest is just tiny stuff. You... Alright, finally arriving. Well, not at Ruby himself yet. 3 minutes from here. Yeah, Rydia and Edge need to defend. Everyone else still does. Rydia and Edge defend. Nice miss, by the way. Probably small time save of not having to watch the animation. You are no longer human, you don't say. Someone had a lot of fun thinking about these designs. Okay, let's see. Ninjutsu, Vlad, Jam, Black Magic, Lazara, Q, Spider Silk, Q, Slow. Yeah. I do not like that. Yeah. It's fine. Shiva, jump, blood, defend. We have to go all out in order to try and beat him in the second phase, second time he opens the cloak. Because the first time was just no damage at all. It's fine. Okay, one more jump and one more Shiva, right? Yeah, just keep on casting slow. It's probably way too many, but I don't care. Nice. Alright, we take those. Yeah, we'll just blame the time loss on the bats. Yeah, well, we take those 5 seconds. Good catch up. Good catch up. Yeah, I guess Shiva is actually a bit slower. So the increase in damage is not as high as I hoped it would be. But, yeah. Yeah, Inferno on Rydia with those ATBs was just awful because, I mean, what is I supposed to do with Kayn? If I jump with Kayn, once he comes down, we'll get counterfire and Rydia dies again. Well, that's just not helpful. It's a trap. It is a trap, but we get an airship out of it. Pretty spectacular trap. Hey, Anthony! How's it going? Oh, dang. They didn't even tell me that they were first place last time. Seems to be going really well. So what do we have? 100 boinks L body number times takes us cookies. City, what have you done? This does not look right. I have the feeling it's just one cookie, but... Alright. Go to the castle all the way. Okay, received the necklace. Now to rush down to Sid. Maybe it is better to get the red necklace on the way back. I don't know. Shouldn't make a difference. Like, the ways you are going are still the same. Also, I already have two Aces that I have, bonus Aces that I have never used, but whatever. Okay, so, oh gosh, where are my cursors? My cursors? No, my cursors are all over the place. Oh, this is great. Cyridia's on Summon, Kayn is on Jump, Rose is on White Magic, Cecil and Edge are on Defend. Which is great because I need to quickly use the Silver Hourglass on the Malboro fight. But yeah, Preferably before any of those gets a turn. Good old what could possibly go wrong. Hey Slice, thanks for the good luck. How's it going? What am I doing? I am... Oh! Mayday, note to myself, you are wrong here. I was thinking about doing not practicing routing Evangelist, but it is not an option. Also one of my characters is dead, and I should change that. Yeah, Run is doing alright. Run is doing alright. Life. Okay, if I don't want to lose time here, that's still possible, but need to hurry up. That was like the second biggest mistake of the run. Yeah, I want to say also the second. This has been going pretty well. Equip High Potion Cane. This is optimally bad. Isuna. Oh no, attack yourself. Neat. Jump, summon, Titan, defend. Jump, summon, Titan, defend. Jump. Wow. Nope, not fire. Fire. How did Malboros survive? Usually everything should die to one jump, 2 Titans. Equip Avenger, High Potion. 15 seconds? Jeez. That's a lot. Okay, whatever. Next split. Oh yeah, I shouldn't be too surprised. The fight was horrible. It took forever to get where I wanted to get. So yeah. In theory, you could do 5 doors and 2 snakes. But the snakes hurt, so I just prefer doing 6 doors. Also gives us a bonus level, which no clue if it does anything except for some more HP. But yeah, oh gosh. I should stop picking up that chest, by the way. But yeah, let's see. Maybe we can still... A lot of... whatever. That's the danger of splits. I mean, all you want to do is give it your best, and that's all you can do. Level 30... Oh yeah, right. Why did I get another Ether? I don't need all these Ethers anymore. Yeah. Siri only need to be 38 after that fight, but as I said, bonus level for also. Yeah, I refuse to do World Record strat on Zero Miss. Flat out refuse. Okay, door. 1, 2, 3. We have a minute for... Really? Well, I guess Demon Wall takes quite a bit until it actually vanishes. Please auto battle off, please. Okay, because it's a boss fight and it always turns itself off after a boss fight, but... It's just minor stuff. But yeah, it's the most spectacular of all boss fights. There we go. Nice. Yeah. Diagonal movement, please. Don't do this to me. Diagonal movement just likes to put you into... how's it called? The dead end, sometimes. Oh, no. We should be able to survive this, but... I refuse to heal. So yeah, we will get fully healed after this. At least if I don't revive anyone. So yeah. Also, this is the one enemy pack that I even still survive an ambush on. It's just gonna take a lot of our time. It's just gonna take a lot of our time. But alright. Yeah, it's always... I saved 10.1 seconds, but the 0.1 was enough to make it 11 in the total. Okay, so yeah. Back to more cutscenes. You only have 3 bosses left. Only 3 bosses left. Apparently, no, what's this? Apparently this was gold and Zeromus was gold. uh... But yeah. All you need when speedrunning. Trying to stay cool, do the thing. It's all gonna be fine. Still don't ask me how you can get subs 230 or even the 225. I don't see it. Like, sure, final boss threat and all, I get it, but don't see that much. Not yet. Okay, yeah, we gotta run out again. Pixel Remaster does not allow the use of warp or teleport almost anywhere. Drill. Wait, we don't have the drill cutscene? Was the drill cutscene a PSP exclusive? Oh, you really cannot land there? Come on, game. This looks like a complete tile. You could definitely walk there. Next time I'll aim for the spot down right of the town. So that we are still one step away, just diagonal, but all the tiles around would be like eligible to land there. Okay. Time to fly to the moon. Our prayers, they have been answered. Yeah, right. About that. About that. Who cares? My moon. And the other moon. There are so many moons out there. All waiting to be conquered. Okay. Fly me to the moon. No. It's a nice song, but no, it's a bit too long. I don't remember the lyrics. Back to NGE. Yeah, I think at some point there was some NGE in German, I believe even, but yeah, not in the, to me, normal time. Of German TV, anime and TV. Oh, come on, don't. I will still get the Lunar Curtain. Nothing. I don't think anything is ever gonna stop me. Except for I'm on a PB attempt and I need to not use it in order to have a shot. Yeah, come on. Okay, Fusoya. Why do I never call Tella the mob? Even though Tella is a mob. Fusoya is a supreme mob. But yeah. Also, in theory, I guess we are not Cecil, we are Cecil Ya. And it is not Golbez, but Golbez Ya, because everyone has a Ya in their name. Okay, also I didn't change positions because World Racket didn't. I'm not sure if it's because he doesn't know or because the PC version actually doesn't care. So I hope that will not screw me up in any way. I mean, I don't think it will screw up any boss fights. I'm more, it's like being used to having characters in different positions. Saying that, oh, that might have been the reason why I couldn't make that other strat. Oh gosh. Well, YOLO. Might have been the reason why I couldn't make World Racket Zero strat work. Oh no. Yeah, we had some awful encounters. Like what, 3 ambushes? I could have already... No. Right, we want a menu late because of the... Wait, do we? Yeah, we want to have Fusoya and... But we want to have Fusoya and back row for this, no? Like, we want to roll exceptionally early? So that Fusoya and back row can tank more stuff? Sounds way more reasonable. Whatever. Time for the next cutscene. We have not seen enough of Babel inside and stuff. I mean, Zod, Babel downstairs, Babel upstairs. No, you're only once in Babel and then you are in the Giant of Babel. Okay. Time to jump down. Use the Lunarian, yeah. Yeah, no, wait, Golbez was... Yeah, Cecil's brother? Yeah. Both Cluya's sons. Whoever the mothers were. Yeah. We definitely want to do that already. Equip, Edge, Optimize, Fusoya, Rune Armlet, Rydia, Optimize, Cecil, Optimize, Ice Brand, Light Shield, Rosa, Optimize, Order Row. Yeah, one Arctic Wind and... Oh, come on. More ambushes. Rip Rosa. It's okay. Ruby is nice enough to just heal everyone. Wow, more ambushes. Is this 4 or 5? No, this is 5, okay. Then, okay, this is the last, the second to last, and then for the fight most people are afraid of. Or most speedrunners. So I can't wait for it to somehow go wrong at some point. Okay. Elixir. What was that? Hugh, Hermes, shoes. Potion. Rage. Rage. Oh, what? Lunar Curtain. Rage. Should be it, right? I mean, we still need one more, and then we holy. Times 2, the other 2 defend. And then we add Ruby. Arctic Wind. Blizzaga. Elixir? Auto battle, 2 Blizzagas, and then we should be done. Like I used the Lunar Curtain now like a turn later than usual, simply because I didn't know what to do. Okay, yeah, encounters. We had again like 2 or 3 ambushes. Equip Fusoya Flame Rod, Wizard Set, Rosa Optimize, sword items. Phoenix Down, Cecil, Rosa, Isa, Fusoya, Magic, Rosa, Cura, Ultra Full. And move on. Andrew. Andrew. Okay. Black Magic. Blam. Wow, insane TB. Kinesis Staff. Attack. Flare. 420. Wow. What a damage roll. Okay. Good first damage roll. Kinesis Staff. Flare. Try Ether. Decent damage roll. I mean, if we get 3 of those, we would in theory be done. Flare. I'll just attack in order to have that. Oh, neat. Black Magic, Meteor, Defend, Defend. Neat. Yeah, usually I just keep attacking with Cecil here, because we need 20k with the 3 flares and Cecil attacks. But yeah, this should already be 20k. Only 2 seconds, wow. Yeah. This was one of the goals I had to redo, because for some reason I always lost 20 seconds here. It wasn't 20 anymore, I think PB, like this PB over the former PB lost like 12 to 15. I guess the menu is just longer. Alright. 30 seconds heading to 0 miss. I guess we'll skip the 1 elixir. Which is fine. Shouldn't need that anyways. Yeah, I won't skip it in the relay, just because if something happens, I can always... You never know, especially Sleepy Nikki at 1 AM. No clue how I am at 1 AM. It's been so long since I have last been up at that time, but... Yeah, it's gonna be alright. It's gonna be alright. Go down, giant. Bye-bye. Yeah, here we have the manly mans that fly up. Okay. Alrighty. Time to finally truly conquer the moon. Oh yeah, no, here's only where they say that they have to go. The part where they want to go alone is on the moon, right? Revive and heal on the way. Just run from everything. Yeah. Right, I have the HP on Rosa and Cecil that I had, and I have a fully healed Kane. I believe last time it didn't even bother healing. Okay, flying. Huh? And yeah, now time to run and not get ambushes. Oh, my HP are low. I mean, they should always be this low. So... as long as Kane has max HP, we should definitely be fine. Okay. Well, for like all these crystals are in the room where we got Fusuya. Hey, Sleepy. Yep. But they aren't actually dead. That's the best part. Except for Tella, no one actually dies in this game. Unlike the real Final Fantasy II, where absolutely everyone dies. Well, not absolutely, but yeah. Where so many people die that you have a pandemonium post-game dungeon. Yeah. I hope you're doing alright. So yeah, we'll just skip the elixir to the left here. Shouldn't need it anyways. And we'll head down here. Oh. Yeah, I believe we don't even get all 3 Fuma Shurikens off. Or at least sometimes we don't. Not sure. So I guess we'll only get 2. And in doubt, well, he'll use a normal attack. With the non-equipment that Edge is gonna have. It's nice that you are scanning yourself for this little murderer, but we really don't care. Right, it's a dino zombie. And the more annoying encounters come further down. Yeah. So the left chest, here's the Fuma Shuriken. Let's just skip that one. Yeah, so here you have enemies that still like to cast some spells. Some spells that don't do anything, but still. Okay, here's the elixir. Don't do it. Don't do it. Ah. Red Dragons, why? Since when does this enemy attack? Wait, what? Don't you usually use like some scan attack? Ah, no, wait, this is the one, right? Nice preempt. Equip, remove, Avenger, power, black belt, green beret. Yeah, I thought so, but... Alright, so yeah, I've actually not checked if Kane in top position changes anything. If we will find out now. I have tried the World Racket strat here, and I just couldn't get it down. I also only tried like 3 or 4 times after completely writing it down. Maybe 5, but yeah. Way too inconsistent for my tastes. That being said, if position matters, it would explain it. But yeah. Well, now it's too late. Now we have to go for it. Yeah, I mean, we got with one... It wasn't even an ambush. The Red Dragons just decided to outspeed us. Thanks for nothing, Red Dragons. But yeah, I want to say the descent was pretty fast. Like, we had only 2 reflect casts, no reporting. Well, the little murderer scanned itself. Which usually, like, Zemus's mind or some... Like the red one does, I think. Alright, how much damage will Golbez do? Full damage. And Fusoya. Ah. See, Fusoya, if you had also dealt 9,999, you would still not have been able to do it, but... would have looked better. Alright. Yeah, I don't want to learn the new strat. Thanks. Crystal, jump, Fuma, keep on jumping. Alright. Yep, and the last one. Okay, so Crystal, jump, Fuma, defend. Jump to Bios and Elixir. Right? Big Bang. Jump though, nice 5k. We don't forget to match. Bio. Alex, wait till shaking and jump. Come on, give me the 5Ks again. The 5K was neat. Oh, I guess it was a crit. Something. Okay. Yeah. It's so much. This is just so much easier. I mean, sure, second phase we might need to pay more attention. This is why Alex. This is alex X potion would not have been enough, I think. Okay. After Zero Miss, he'll jump at shaking. Then we follow the script. Hey, please deal more damage, Kane. Okay. Bang. Like hole, keep jumping. Lair. Attack. Jump. Jump. Cool, keep jumping. Flare. Jump. Cool. Flare. Back to attack. And jump. Jump. Cool. Flare. It's 2.7 and 2.8 just look sad. Knowing how much higher it can be. Okay, and now paying attention. Okay, should be fine, right? Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. Nice time save from skipping the Alex and beta encounters to get down here. Ah, we take that. Another minute down.